Hello. Alright, let's see. Let's see, where's the game one? You can contact me basically through the Facebook message. I think that's one of the best way to communicate, since they can just take a screenshot and show me and things like that as well. So that's one of the way you can do it. Let's see, Awaken Alicia or Delens. They're both very costly. Alicia's 400 and Delens is 500 Fragment of Destruction. So whichever one you prefer, and also whichever one that is stronger as well. Hello, if you're just coming in. Hello, welcome if it's your first time. I think, in my opinion, I would choose Delens, because the silence is really useful in like Adventure on Tower. And it seems like he's really good in Arena as well, so... Alright. So, I've been farming some rubies just because I used most of my rubies on my costume. So, trying to get back. Okay. Yes, I will go ahead and probably translate the accessory since a lot of you guys has been asking. I will do it a little bit later when there's more people as well, so I don't have to constantly go back and do it. Let me just check that real quick. I haven't checked their official site yet, so well, they said they were gonna release Helenia as Awakening, but since they didn't, I don't know yet. Let me see what they have. Um, let's see. Well, so far there hasn't been. Let me see. Hmm. Okay, so I was just checking out some of this stuff. Start building Ray. Right now, Ray, although she's pretty good just because it has a piercing, later it doesn't become as strong, and that's um, one of the downside for the Ray, and it's not really used in Korean version, but hopefully they do remake on her, so she's a little bit more stronger, and can be used a little bit more as well. You have Wukong level 32, nice. Ming Ming, Rudy, Nia. So nice, your team looks very good. I will probably replace Rudy because it's only level 30 for now. Hello? Okay, so um, let me just post this website here. I don't know if you guys want to try it, but it's the Ruby Summons simulator where you guys can go ahead and then try out the summon. And I don't know, some people say that it looks like they get higher percentage chance of getting better stuff in this one, but it's something that you guys vicariously can summon and then feel good about it. So let me see. I'm just trying a lot of trying. So I got Sarah and stuff. So that is something interesting. So I'm just doing that one right now. See if I get anything good. So far I've been getting a couple of 5 stars, but not really other ones. So I got 6 star May and 6 star Quana, which almost never happens. I never gotten any 6 star. I'm just trying, but uh, 6-star Espada, which never have. Ooh, I got Wukong. So I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's pretty accurate, but it's something that you guys just want to try, and it'll be something fun you can do. Well, you never know. My luck is actually pretty darn bad as well, but somehow, sometimes when I make a summoning video, it seems like I have a better luck. So, hopefully, um, hopefully. So I spent 2,000 ruby, and then like I got one Wukong, 4-star. I mean 4 6-stars, and then 4 5-stars, and then 22 4-stars. So, interesting. But I don't know how accurate this is. It seems like it's not as accurate, but so 6-star Ballista, which I haven't gotten any 6-star yet from these summonings. So 6-star Victoria. Ooh, I got 6-star Kyle. That's interesting. Hello, welcome if you're just coming in. The Awakened Delans is really annoying. Especially some people do put life steal and then it does heal back, which is really annoying. And since after awakening he hits 3, that life steal from hitting 3 people is just stupid. So yeah, I do see him really often, and then he's really good. Yeah, one downside is that he start off with HP of 1, so that's kind of like a little bummer, but it still grants him a hit immunities for I think 3 hits or something, so at least it can sustain longer. So you guys can see that my Jave basically deals all the damage, so all right. I'm going to. Where is it? I'll just go ahead and explain all the accessories that there are right now, since many of you guys asked, and then I just can't answer them all, so I'll just go ahead and then do that. Let me just see. So I'm just going to explain the 6-star form, because anything less is basically just less percentage. So this is the technically the best accessory there are out there. With 100% chance you'll revive once, which is just insane. This is the one that like everyone wants to have, so that's good. And then they handed out the free 4-star one, which is 25%, which is still not bad. Relatively difficult to get anyway. So, and this one is also one of the highly used one. Regular attack life steals 30% of the damage that you dealt. So you could imagine putting this in Delans and it'll just do massive amount of damage. This one's increasing the critical damage by 30%. Increases the damage by 20%. Increase defense by 15%. Critical increased by 20%. Chance of blocking increased by 20%. Lethal attack 20% increase. Counter increased 20%. life increased by 20%. This is also used a lot to give your tanks, tankier. So this is one of the one where I would like to have. This one is 30% chance of applying stun for 2 turns, regular attack. This one is same thing, 30%, but paralysis. And this one is electrifying, silence, blind, and then this is a 30% chance of removing a buff, which is really really great. So, and also this one reduces turn buff by 1. And the last one, this is the one that works really well with Chris, where it has 30% chance of applying death. So that was the 5-star accessory as well. Most likely I'll get this one just because I'll give it to my Chris. So, but it's also up to you guys. The lifesteal is really great, especially if you give to like Shane and etc. So make sure if you guys can do that as well. I'm gonna just farm for a while I figure things out. And yeah, so you guys can also ask me questions as well. So which is better, Teo or Kyle? I think Teo is better just level 30 because it has buff removing, but Kyle later is really good for arena. So whichever one that you kind of want to focus. Soy and Fungin, yeah, just came out in the global. Unfortunately, I didn't get any, but it's about Soy and Fungyan was actually Fungyan was out. Soy just came out when I started, so I think we're about like the global is about pretty much like a year or a little bit less behind, which is really sad because I don't want to wait a whole year for Awakening and all these stuff to come out. So, but they're trying to at least it seemed like do it in a faster pace to upload the content, but slowing down users from becoming stronger, fast. So whichever one you guys think that it's better for you. I just like playing Korean one because it's faster and also has more events. Global one has been stagnant for a very long time, and even before this update with the Fungyan and 9 dash, it was 8 dash for a really long time, and then was with like not enough what is it content and things like that. So like a 6-star Evan. So I'm just trying the simulator right now. Ooh, I got Luvu. That's nice. See if I actually do kind of get like this. I got 2 5-star, which almost never happens again. Rook. Yeah, the simulator seems like it gives a better off, but ooh, I got 5-star Eileen as well. So yeah, but it's something kind of like fun thing you guys can do. Let's see. Yeah, so far there hasn't been any announcement for next Awakened Heroes, so I don't know which one is gonna be as well. I wouldn't try to depends. If you're gonna transcend Nia through elements, I definitely don't recommend. It'll be better to use Athena instead, and then rather use the elements for spike. And if you lack farming, then definitely go with a Velica or Jade first, or Ariel as well. Alright, just a second. Okay, do you guys have any other questions? Mostly, I mean, regarding like a 7 night and the priorities, try to look at my video and then hopefully that helps. I know the situation is all different, but then it all really comes up to what you want to focus, like arena, farming, tower, adventure, and things like that. So you guys choose whichever one you guys want to focus, and then start investing on the 7 nights that you like. Jave can farm 8-1. I think maybe start around like 34 or 36 if you give pretty good weapon like crit and things like that. It shouldn't have any problem really running the 8-1. So is Jave better than Chris? My answer is yes and no. Just because 1v1 Jave and Chris, Jave beats Chris, but because his passive also has any kind of immune to status ailment for 2 turns, but Jave is good for farming and also like up to like 10 dash and things like that. It'd be really easy to kill the enemies. Now Chris becomes really useful in tower and like a tower, and then a little bit higher adventures like 10 dash, 11 dash, 12 dash, because the main reason why you want to have Chris is that so you can clear the dungeons faster, because one of the requirement for the star is doing within the time. So for the Korean one, you guys can't really summon any friends, and I think it was like that. And I was surprised when Global actually came out with the able to use a friends in the Castle Rush, but I think basically it's pretty much because the Korean one was a little bit ahead. And like I said, they're trying to slow things down for some of the things, so I think that's one of the main reason why they came up with that. So I will be fusing some of my guys a little bit later, see if I get anything. Let's see. So yeah, make sure you guys try out the Ruby simulator. I don't know, maybe I'll just put it. Once a while, I'll just put it there so you guys can just look at it. I will be ending the live stream a little bit quick today because I have a lot of different things to do. Is Luri worth investing for PvP? She's pretty much specific for arena, and although she got a little bit better with farming and etc., I think Velika and other choices are much better for farming anyways. So Luri is pretty much specific for the arena, and yeah, she is really great. Her passive, makes her basically allowed to be tanking in a front for a while and things like that. So Espada Awakening is pretty I should say that it's worth investing, but not like shouldn't be your first priority. She's magic, and she comes out in the. She's mainly used in one of the world boss, and they SeNa's announced that they will be having more heroes where Espada or content and heroes that Espada would be used more. So that's something that they proposed, but we don't know for sure yet. So at the moment, she's pretty much used in the one of the world boss, and that's pretty much it so far. So I wouldn't say invest on her as a first priority or awaken her as a first priority. But she is still used also in raid as well because her passive is same as Velika. Kara and Lena is basically like S rank healers, top supports. Alice is, I say A rank, is one right below. Is also used in some of the content, some of the adventure, but unlike Karen or Lena, it's not widely used yet. And Alice has been really popular in arena, but for now, I don't think she shouldn't be your first priority for the support. Once you get Karen and Lena, other supports you could start building in, and Alice will be definitely the good choice as well. But at the moment, I think Karen and Lena is just S rank really, really, really great. And Lena, ever since it came out, she was just amazing, and then that maintained that position throughout the whole time as a S rank support. So if she gets awakening and gets buffed, that would be really, really crazy. Okay, let's see. If you guys also watch God of High School, they actually have mobile game as well, which is not available for non-Korean users. So, which is kind of sad, but I would like to play. I think it looks fun. It's similar to some of the other ones, but still. So Dark Element is the all-rounder, and then that's the one that you should basically save up for your 7 nights and use for your 7 nights pretty much only. The other all-rounders, that's why it's better to use your Fina to transcend if you really need to, and all-rounder is generally a little bit harder to get as well. So do make sure you participate in a castle rush every single day, and then you could trade in for uh, the element, or you could also, I think, if you're like a spending user, you could buy some package and then it comes with certain uh, the elements as well. Delans, I think, according to the story, should have been the first one to awaken, and I'm assuming also, according to the plot, Rudy should be the next one who is going to get awakened, but hopefully it's someone else. If you guys want to, I can probably show you guys the 7 night costumes that they all have, but I think it depends on the number. Some of them actually has more than the others, I think. Let's see. So here's Rudy. He's more proportionate. It's not the chibi form anymore, so I think he looks a little bit better. And this is the 1 year anniversary one, I think, which he looks really great on. This one looks pretty similar to his regular form, so I don't like it. This one's also great as well. And this one is the guild costume one. This one, I can't really see his eyes that well, so. And this is the, I think it was a Chinese New Year. So you can see that there's a, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Compared to, for instance, let's look at Rachel. So here's Rachel. This is the one that I'm using right now, but here's the Christmas one. I think this is a summer themed one. She has a lot in general, so. And this is the 1 year anniversary. So you guys can see that she has a lot of costumes. I think this one looks really great, and I think this one is the best. Unfortunately, I don't have it, but hopefully I do soon. And I think this is a Chinese New Year one. So you can see that it has 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 costume for her. So basically, the ones that are in a way also more popular, they get more, and generally female characters also get more as well. So this is the costume that I have for Delans. There's also this one that I used to wear before. And this is the red themed one. And this is the 1 year anniversary. You can see that Delans only has one wing, and then the other ones probably the ones that have a cloak and stuff. You can see that his cloak, for instance, even this one is only on the one side. So that's how you know that is, Delans skin. While if you look at Chris, it'll just be on both side or like that. So even this one, 2, 4, 6, 7, same as Rudy. So male characters get kind of less. So this is my Jave. I have quite few of them, but this is the one that I used to wear for a long time, and I'm switching up things a little. And then this one is the one that, you know, came out since the beginning, and I used it for quite a while too. This one is a 1 year anniversary, and unfortunately I didn't get this one, so that was a kind of bummer. But so you can see that it has less, and then Eileen probably has a little bit more since it's a female character. So here it is. This is the 1 year anniversary one, which is also my favorite. This one's nice. Yeah, I think this one also looks really good. This blue themed one. And then I think my favorite one is the winter one, which will be coming out soon. This is the guild one. I think this one actually looks just okay. So yeah, I think this one looks probably one of the best. And this is a Chinese New Year one. So you can see that female characters generally have a little bit more, and most likely these will be out also in the other ones. So so this one is a Chris costume that I really wanted for like a longest period of time. I think he just looks really great, and you could also see that the cloak is on both sides. So here's my awesome Chris, and I think the sword looks awesome as well. And here's the other one, which I also purchased. This is also really popular costume. His wings looks amazing too. So, and this is a 1 year anniversary one. And here's the guild costume, which doesn't look bad. So I was hoping to get it, but unfortunately I couldn't. And this is one of the earliest one as well for the skin. And that's it. So you can see that there's not many for some of them. This is the spike one that I have. This is a 1 year anniversary. Fortunately, like, I think this one looks good, but most of the spike's skin hasn't been really good, I think. So hopefully they come up with something a little bit more unique. And I think that was it for all the 7 nights. Yeah, so generally female characters have more. For instance, like Shane has tons of skin. Let me just show you. So this one, and they're all great. I think Shane's costume is really great, most of them. So this is also the one I have. I have multiple Shane skin as well, since she came out pretty early and was used throughout the whole time pretty much. So this one's the pink lady. I believe this one is out in global as well too. I've seen it. I didn't get to purchase it, but so here are some of the costumes. There's so many of them, but it's always best to get it when it's on a sale. For instance, right now, you know, it's on a sale, 20% off, so it's better to get it right now. Which I'm really happy about this new costume set. Crystal Hearts, Clash Royale, SeVnnights. So it looks like SeVnnight is still fourth place in Korean one, even after this like long period of time. So which I'm really excited. The Tower of God. I'm just looking at some of the website, but the Tower of God somehow it didn't get as good review. So I don't know, but I do kind of want to play, but at the same time, since I can't anyway, it's a little bummer. But hopefully, it does well, since I used to read the Tower of God webtoon anyway. Yeah, I'm very excited how they're gonna look when they come out with Awakening, since Dellen's looked absolutely amazing. So let's see. The Formal Four Lords. Shoot, let me check. I believe they only released total of 7, isn't it? So I think yeah, we are waiting for one more. Let me see. Yeah, we are still waiting for one more. So I don't know how that'll go. So here is the new updated what is it, relationship chart. So they did some other graphical things, and then try to make it as less complicated as possible for the for the relationships. So here is the Holy Crusader. I don't know if what is it? They changed any story? Let me see real quick. So this is season 2. Okay, so this is season 2. Let me see if I can find Dellen's. Okay, so here's the Dellen's, and here are the Dark Knights. And Karin is just a sacrifice in a way. Let's see. The White Eerie and Tail right there. Night Crow, and you see the one empty spot, which is let's see. I'm assuming this guy is leader of the Holy Crusader as well, and these are his subordinates, which they're really strong. So hopefully the Four Lord is one of the Night Crow members, which it looks like it'll be interesting. So I don't know how exactly it will go, but also through the episode, I hope you guys checked out some of the new ones that might be coming out. They kind of did a small sneak peek of it. So the title of each 7 night is different as well. I think in Korean one at least, Eileen is goddess of Fodina, but in the global one, I think it's called something else as well. So I don't really know how that's gonna work, but they're not really direct. The searcher is not directly related. They just go out and search, and then they don't really have intention of killing Karn. So I think Evan's just main enemy is Delans as well as Seven Knights, which became really complicated. But Luminous Rebellions also are in support of Evan. So see how that goes. So Seven Knight is third place now. Wow. Let's see. Okay, Fodina's Empress. So I guess it's a little bit similar. The Holy Crusaders are technically in, what is it? I believe they're considered kind of like a separate organization, who basically brought in a bunch of people who were affected by like a demon or possessed by demon and things like that when the world kind of like collapsed for a few, or whatever that during time. And I'm assuming this hidden guy that we don't know yet brought all them together and then created the Holy Crusaders, and then start defeating the enemies and things like that. So I don't know why this one is really high. Let's see. I don't really remember Dylan saying that, but he or the Peacock, the other one, basically tricked the Emperor Pascal to use the power of destruction with this incomplete power, and basically tricked him and then lead him to death. So they took out, I think, in the Korean one, they took out the ruby farming cap. I know in global there are certain limits, which also, like I said, is trying to slow down. So people can't just pay the money and then be really ahead and fast. So I think that's the thing. But for the Korean one, they did take it out, and then now they don't really have any. What is it? Caps for the game. So let's see. Those just use. Let me go ahead and check that. See if that's. Because I feel like the global one has their kind of like own department, and then seem like they're doing it. They're all kind of like on their own pace and things like that, which I find very disturbing. Yeah, because I don't really remember them doing the being related to anything to Delans, but oh well. So I'm gonna just get it Ruby. Yeah, so there are still, some of the people or whatever, the heroes that are missing, and hopefully, it fills up the missing spots, so we can go ahead and also, the more of them also comes out, or it would be also really nice if they have more detailed stories about it. Oh, okay. Yeah, unfortunately, somehow we can't. I think maybe now we can see the cutscene, but previously you couldn't. So, yeah, I could definitely go back and then check also those out. Hello, if you're coming in. 8-6 is mostly because of people who are dying by Ray because they're so squishy. So that's why, you gotta start investing and start transcending your guys so that it's tankier and things like that. So in Korean one, the Summoner's War is in rank 33. So technically it's quite low. While like SeVnKnight is on a third place. So I don't know how they might also be running differently, since the Korean one they might do more events and stuff, but it hasn't been really that big of a hit in Korea, but it did great in global wise, so I guess that's a good thing. Mm. Uh, I never really used any money on mobile games either, and so far this game didn't really have to use any money. It's just like even now I wouldn't really have to use money. It's just the reason why I might use money is so that I can uh, get maybe like more topaz or something and then transcend more of my guys so I can make more videos on it or things like that. But most of the users, they shouldn't really need money. You should be able to get enough from your farming and things like that. So between Ray and Soy, I would definitely go with Soy because she'll be used in arena for quite a while compared to Ray. The number one mobile game in Korea right now is Lost Kingdom. I don't know which one is this one by, but then at the same time, although it's number one, uh, the rating is really low, so I don't know why. SevenNight, for instance, rating is 4.68 out of 5, which is really high. And I know Clash Royale just came out by Supercell after the Clash of Clans and other games, and a lot of Clash of Clan fans are playing it. So this one just all of a sudden had an increase in number of players right now. But Lost Kingdom, maybe I'll check that one out as well. Is it possible to do weekly Helmo daily with just Awaken Lee and Sarah? I think you should be able to do some of them. The one for the all-rounder is a little bit more difficult with the specific heroes that I have. But besides that, most of them you guys should be able to. Uh, and maybe except on Sundays. Because Sundays is based on how many hits, so you need like Shane and Dylan for hits more often. After, well, you don't have to really transcend Lee, but after awakening Lee, I would recommend either Shane or Jupi for the raid, Castle Rush, and etc. It's better to do the towers right now just because once you go up higher in the tower, you'll be able to get more money from the gold room, and you guys know that gold is so much harder to get than rubies in this game. So that's one of the reason why you want to go as high as you can fast, so you can go ahead and do those. Speed attack is really just popular item choice just because in the arena it allows you to use that certain most likely the one with the highest attack speed will most likely going to do basic attack and skills first, and based on the total add up of the each team the speed attack, it determines who will use their skills first. And obviously, for instance, if my Jave attacks, one of his skills first, most of the time I have, huge advantage and then win. So that's one of the reason why speed attack is technically really popular one. Next one is probably like a crit, just because being able to crit is gives so much more boost in damage. Wukong is definitely not a bad choice, but maybe some of the future one might be better. Or technically even Ace will be used for a very long time, since he's really useful in Castle Rush and Arena and Adventure. So if you can try to get Ace, I think Ace is a little bit better choice than Wukong. Wukong has pretty much specific place in the arena only, so Tail is really good after the buff as well. It's been using more in the arena, and also has a buff removing as well as piercing, so it pretty much has everything. So he's a really great choice. I am also trying to do it as try to raise him as well. How much do you farm a day? Depends on how much I play. The ones that I have a work, maybe work and school, since I don't have much time to play, I usually farm around like maybe 100 rubies. But usually you could farm up to like 300 or 300 or even more, since you could get rubies from the S chest and things like that as well. So I will be ending the live stream in a little bit, so I can go ahead and then do my other stuff. So lethal attack not only just does more damage, but it basically allows one of your hero or whoever has a highest lethal to kind of like attack the enemy hero that has the lowest attack. I mean lowest life. So it allows you to kind of in a way finish off the heroes instead of them being survived and then you hit some of the other random ones. So also, if you guys haven't, please subscribe my channel. I'm really close to, I think, 2,000. I think it's been, I mean, I've came a long way, but really close to 2,000. So please do subscribe and like, and also if you guys can, it'll be really nice if you guys can also click on the ads when you watch my videos or things like that, and that would really help me since I don't really get paid to do this, so it'll be really nice if you guys can do that. yeah, so I have 1,943 subscribers. Hopefully by or the day after, I will be able to have okay, I think there was a error or the bug in the 7 night, and then that's why it kind of went offline, but it's back. I am charging my phone right now, so it won't go off like yesterday. Yeah, sometimes there's a bug where after you finish the dungeon, it'll get an error, and then this sometimes happen. The puzzle pieces, once you have them once, it'll fill up the space, and even if you don't have it, it doesn't really matter. So you could just grind it or do whatever. Best item for Delins right now is probably double speed attack and probably a counter lethal or double counter and life steal. That's just so great on Delins. So he got 2,523 comments. So yeah, sorry if I can't answer all of you guys, cause in a way there's too much, and it doesn't all pop up on my notification as well anyway. So Delins doesn't need HP, because even if you give health, he's either way not gonna be tanky anyway. So are you one of the CM? What does it mean by CM? I would love to get sponsored by Korean one, because then I could make my channel a better, and also maybe I can also get help from those people who can like edit the videos and things like that, since I'm not really good at those, and come up with a better content, and then with the help of others as well. So really nice. I think they have some other people maybe I saw on, I think either like a Twitch or whichever one, sponsored by Marble, but then seems like they're not doing as so well. So hopefully, but I doubt it. There's a lot of other YouTubers, but I'll see. Hello. um The first awakening hero is always the Lee, and the reasons are Helmo daily for more fragment of destruction, and tower, and etc. Also very tanky. So thank you for helping each other out. So when you guys chat a lot on the chat box, I can't see any. I mean, I can't see all of them anyway, so I might be missing some of your questions and things like that. And if that happens, maybe just ask me again, or you can also message me privately through the Facebook message through the 7 Night Heroes. Yeah, try to look at my Korean translation video, and hopefully that helps. And then some of the other videos were like a auto farm and things like that. And once you get pretty much used to it, you know where things are, and that's how I played some of the other games as well that are non-Korean. So so that one is the one with the Evan and everyone else is a certain like a reward. I think you will be able to find the that specific quest if you look it up on Google. Unfortunately, I was going to do it, but I don't really have a time to go each one through and then things like that. So I couldn't make it, but I'm pretty sure if you search through the Google, you should be able to find it. And then if you do certain quests like 7 night quest and things like that, you'll get certain rewards. And at the end, it's like 6-star hero. So make sure you guys try to do that. Yeah, so if you want to reduce the amount of battery they consume, do lower graphic, and also make sure you turn off the vibrate because that just consumes a lot. And um, on the setting, you could also click on the one where after the battle, if you're not playing for certain seconds, it automatically sleeps, and that kind of conserves battery as well. But for me, I just carry extra since if I have a free time, I'm most likely gonna play anyway. Alright, so I'll be around ending at 12, so I could do my other stuff. But um, during that time, we can still talk and then things. I know most of my live stream is not just kind of like going through each things because I did that mostly through the videos. This one is just mainly for me to communicate with you guys and then answer question and answer and things like that. So if you guys are looking for more like a specific tips and things, make sure check out my videos. Most of them explain things in very detail to help you. So where is it? Aragon was the second hero that came out with a single skill after Shane, but it seemed like it was popular for a while and then it kind of went away because it doesn't deal massive amount of like a single target damage like a Shane. And even those you only use it specifically in like a castle rush raid and things like that as a single target nuker. But Aragon wasn't like that, and also I believe he doesn't have a piercing, and that just totally kind of like got negated when the soy came out. So he's not as great right now, but like I say, you never know about anything because a lot of the heroes that are not used, they'll still get awakening and then will be used really often, like even Rook and Chancellor and Nox and things like that. So I didn't awaken my Delans yet, because I don't have enough fragment of destruction. Awaken Espada, I already said it, but it's pretty much just for world boss raid and raid, and specifically they will be coming out, they said, more with content where she'll be used more, so still waiting for that. Oh, Xiao Yun, he's actually one of my first 4-star that I got, and he carried me through for quite a while because he has I think immunity to any kind of physical attack for 3 turns. So without enemy magic, it stalled for very long times. But right now, I wouldn't say he's really good in the Korean one. When it comes out in a global, it might be pretty useful because not many people use magic except Velika, pretty much. So, but like I said, things might change anyway. So. Whenever I get them in like 6-star form, I try to at least just like save them, and then because you never know, and that's how most of the high people who also spend money, that's how they prepare when the new content or things come out, so they can max it right away or have a awakened or whatever. Fragment of Destruction can basically only be obtained through either Helmo Daily, and sometimes they hand it out for free as an event, and through certain package deals you might get some. Yeah, Aragon is kind of squishy, and like I said, um, hasn't been really popular with his long cooldown as well, I think. I believe Wukong and Ace and all these are not farmable. I haven't heard any case where they actually farmed Ace and the other heroes. But also at the same time, it might be just really really low chance. So I can't answer it 100% sure. But that I know of, I haven't. I got my Alicia, but I don't want to spend 400 Fragment of Destruction on her, so I'll keep it for now. The raid is definitely worth it. It's the best way to get an item, as well as for most of the people, uh, you get the materials, and then the reason why raid item is so great is because it has the best and highest stat and throughout the whole 7 night any kind of items. So that's one of the reason, a main motive, as well as getting 5 or 6 stars where you could plus your items or things like that as well. So if you are getting mostly the scales and material, more likely you're doing either lower one or you're not doing in a top 3 the most damage most of the time. If you do that, you'll get a really higher chance of getting more items and things. So try that. Yeah, if you according to the encyclopedia, they say they get it from certain place, but um, it doesn't really seem like it because there hasn't been really incidents. But yeah, you guys can definitely try. I don't know what would be the chances of getting it, and I usually don't farm there anyway because of my keys. I would rather farm for Ruby. So, Lena, Rachel, Shane, Espada, Luri. Which one you should plus first? Plus 5 first? Definitely Lena. Because Lena's used a lot. And then probably Shane and then Rachel. And those three, I would definitely do it first because they are used quite often, pretty much every day and stuff. So. The crafting one is always best to save up and then do the highest stat one since your main goal is trying to get the highest one from the raid. So Four Lord Selector didn't come out in the Korean one until like even maybe a couple months ago, maybe 2 months ago. So it won't be coming out in global for a very long time. Yeah, so 500 times, let's say it's a, since it's a 2 key, that would be 1000. That would be a lot of key invested on it. And that place is pretty difficult to farm your hero. So it's some of the places just I don't want to do it unless it's like something that I have left. Or if you're like a spending user, and if you get a lot of keys and nothing else, then yeah, why not? Yes, from 8-1, the Lena's easily farmable, so do that, and then that's how I got most of my Lena. I play both global and Korean server. Asian server, you gotta choose either between global or the Asia server. So, uh, based on my region, I had to choose the global one. Yeah, you can play Korean one, download it anywhere and play. I think it's just the global one where it kind of makes you do it. Because when you select the language, I think it was, yeah. So, if I use Jupi, if you use Jupi, then you don't need Shane in a way. You could just focus on one of them first. And if you have, for instance, max her and then don't have any else that you want to focus for the fighting type, then you could do it Shane. Since Jupi is going to get her awakening way before Shane anyways. I think it would be better to get Pascal then because so you have more variety of heroes since you need both magic and physical. Alright, so I'll be fusing some of my guys in a bit so I can... Oh, what the heck? Wow, there's 49 people watching. I I wasn't expecting this many people, but after realizing that the chat has been going a little bit faster pace, I just realized that there's 49 people watching. Well, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe my channel if you guys can, and also if you guys do watch my videos, try to click on the ads, because that would really help me a lot. Alright. Yeah, so I got my Alicia from 1 through 4 star summoning, which was really rare. I wasn't expecting to get it, but luckily, yeah, I did. So let's see. I have a free SeNa's / Warlord coming in a couple days. Most likely I'm gonna choose either Ace or Kyle, because the reason is I just don't have a Kyle yet, and then want to have at least one of each. If I do reach 2,000 subscribers, I will go ahead. Yeah, I will. If I do reach 2,000 subscribers, I will probably do it, but I don't even know if I can make up to 2,000 rubies. I will try my best, but... And even right now, it's still 1,943, so I think it'll be in a couple days, so maybe. Hopefully, I mean, if it does within like 2 days, maybe I can make it into 2,000, but... since most of you guys like watching my summoning videos anyway, so... But I remember, I think on the first day that I was doing live stream, I tried summoning, and oh my god, things turned out pretty bad. So I don't know. I would like to cosplay as a Jave, but I would have to make the costume, and I suck at basically anything drawing and crafting and things like that, so I will see. I would love to cosplay as a Jave, or yeah, and have a little dragon on the side. Yeah, so I don't know, as soon as I find things in order and things like that, I will try to make a video more on like a guide, starting from the beginner guide one more time, with probably like my face and this one another person that I will try to get, so please wait for that. For rubies, I mean, yeah, there are a lot of stuff where I could still use my rubies on, but my main purpose in a way is also, since it's a game, you know, you want to have fun. So summoning kind of always made me enjoyed me kind of like play, and like any kind of game, summoning is the most kind of exciting part of the game for me. So I do like summoning, so I don't really mind not having much rubies, as long as I will most likely have the ruby when the new costumes come out that I like. Thank you. I'm glad that at least my videos are helpful, and I think of this live stream as a good way to communicate with you guys. So yeah, I heard Japanese Seven Night, like a separate kind of in a way division. Uh, they're trying to come up with a lot of different costumes and things like that, because Japanese people, they really love things like that, and I think it's really great. Also, like you guys saw, like Korean developers, they're also really into it, and they're trying to constantly come up with events and things like that. So I'm really glad to see the Japanese version also do that. Hopefully they also do more for the global and the Asia server. So um, I'll see how that goes. So mm, I try to stream once a week for now, but yesterday I know a lot of you guys who couldn't make it, so this one was just kind of like a small fun one where while I just farm and stuff, kind of try to answer you guys a little, but I would usually do it on the days and make a videos on days. Oh, where's this? Okay, so I haven't played the Japanese one, but I guess it compensates for it if that's true. If they don't have the 7 night selector, most likely they will increase the 7 night chance of getting 7 night from the summoning at least, so you get the thing. The headless guy used as a fodder. He maximum level he can reach is I think 5 star, and he's not really useful anyway. So also, I think this video is monetization. So it might the ads might randomly pop up, and if you guys can click or watch through the ads, and then it will really help me. I know although you want to hear me and things like that, it would really help me and support me. So I think okay, the global 7 night is updating actually not like too slow. What I think the problem is, they created a lot of system where it slows down users from progressing as far. Like for instance, the plussing system in the global is totally different than the Korean one, which makes it harder to rank up or evolve or make your guys +5. But then that just makes it a little bit harder to make them into +5, which then it's harder to rank up and transcend, and you need more heroes for that. So in that sense, it slows things down a little, and also they haven't been posting a lot of events as well. So that's kind of bummer, and also some of the small things that they could also do, and they did, was post like a one hero by one, even like a small quick updates, but they haven't been really doing that as well. So I say it's not going in the same exact pace, just because for the world boss and things like that, it came way later, but they're still adding it. Even the guild battle, it wasn't there for quite a while, but they still added it. But now, even then, they're trying to slow it down. Since they introduced it earlier, they're trying to slow it down by doing it every other day instead of every day. So I can see that they're trying to slow things down, which is kind of bummer. But since I'm not the really developer, or I'm sponsored by the Netmarble or anything, I can't really say anything about that. So yeah, I think also in a way kind of forces you to use a lot of rubies to summon, and that's one of the reasons why I say your main farmer needs to be really good, so you can farm really fast and good. It's 106. Oh, you say you live in Canada, right? If you guys don't mind, try to put the time and then the region that you guys live in, so I just kind of know general time again. I think there should be around like 4 or 5, but if you guys can, I think that'd be really nice, the country and the time, so I can kind of see where the general timeline of where you guys are at. Oh wow, Hawaii. 10 p.m. there. I was expecting 4 p.m. Yes, it's 12:08 in California, and that's one of the reasons why my voice might be a little tired. LA, yes, 12:08. I live in California as well, near LA, I guess. So Illinois, 2 a.m. Wow. Well, thanks for watching my live stream even at this time. So thank you. Can you tell us how did you get Jave for you? I basically pretty much every selector I got Jave, and then some of the S chest and things like that I got Jave as well. So I just try to focus on Jave first, because since the beginning it was just something that is one of the hero where I just kind of fell in love with, and then kind of like wanted to invest on him more than anyone else. So that's why for like almost every selector, after getting Rachel, Spike, and some of the basic ones, that's the one that I chose throughout the whole thing. And then that's how I got to my Jave level 46. And hopefully he gets Awakening, and then I will be trying to awaken him as soon as possible, if he does come out. Jakarta, Indonesia, 310. Oh wow. I mean, get your main farmer. Sarah will be just helping you a lot with the general adventure, so Sarah is not bad. Like, even me right now, I'm using Sarah as well, so Delens is one of the very few hero where you can do silence, and that's one of the reason why he's so good. And also he can do burst damage as well. So, uh, he has been used as a one of the single target nukers as well. But I think with Awakening he got clearly a lot better. Jave was my first Seven Knight, and then I got like Delens next and things like that. But Jave was my first, and Rudy, Chris, Spike, all of them I got through S chest first before I actually began like selecting or getting through like summon and things like that. The 7-night selector, I believe it's the 7-night after you do 1000. I believe it's random. Yeah. Best jewel for Shane, there's no really a best jewel, but the best stat would be increasing crit damage and increasing crit chance and chance of like a counter, because you could have all three of those but in different color, so whichever one that kind of suits you the best. And lifesteal I just gave as my accessory instead, since accessory heals more. You could do up to 30%, so yes, the S chest from the Castle Rush in easy mode, you could actually get it. The higher ones, you could get it obviously higher chance, but it's a little bit more difficult to get the enough score. Yeah, increasing crit damage and things like that. She already comes with a lot of crit chance anyway, so Rachel's awesome. I think yeah, getting Rachel is also not bad in the beginning, also because she has a revive, and that helps a lot. Eileen would help your basic damage, but that would be focusing also more towards certain content. And Eileen's really squishy in the beginning, so kind of be careful on that. Best way to farm Topaz is transcending your heroes, your weekly arena, also S chest, guild battle, and things like that. yeah, I will be ending it soon, but until then, you guys can still ask me any question. Yeah, the arena and Korean one is really difficult, so I will be going through some more arena right now, but it's so much more difficult. How good is Spike compared to other Seven Knights? In Korean one, they used to call him God Spike because he could be used in almost any content, because of his passive and everything. But uh, he's really great. He's one of my brother's also favorite as well. He has level 46, I think. So, and it's really great if other person basically doesn't have Spike. There's no way to stop Spike anyway. So it's really godly. He's really great, and that's also one of the reason why Spike Castle Rush is the most difficult one, because only way to counter through the spike is just 2 turns with another spike's passive. So yeah, make sure you guys invest on your formations because that will help boost your damages a lot. Spike can counter a lot of things and also have a lot of different uses. So welcome if you're just coming in right now. You could use Teo instead of Fungyan. Fungyan also has hit immunities anyway, so it's both good. I think for single target damage, Fungyan will do more, but Teo has a buff removing and stuff, so whichever one you prefer. Jave, I think I got it like twice through the Castle Rush, and then I got one through Ruby Summoning, and the rest I did Selector, I think. So sorry if you're late, and I know I said I'll be ending it soon anyway, but until then, I hope you guys enjoy. Rania is pretty much basically same with the spike. I think Rania is only 2 turns as well, or you could use Rania, but spike will be tankier anyway, so it's obviously better to use spike. I did streaming. This is on the top, but hour and 52 minutes, so close to be 2 hour. Yes, Karin is definitely helpful in the Chris. I will go ahead and then, what is it? Explain each supports since most of them are kind of in the way for specific Castle Rush uses anyway. Yeah, Rania is actually pretty okay, but it has also, like I said, specific uses. Yes, Karin's definitely better. Karin didn't have this immunity to death, but then they added later on, and then they quickly added to the global one for the Chris Castle Rush because a lot of people were having difficulty on that. Uh, who is the girl using the mirror is most likely Alicia. And she's extremely good. So if you can invest on her. Mm, 49 people, wow, at this time. And I know like some of you guys, this is like a 2 up there, and it's like really late in a way, so it looks like I lost this one. Oh well. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and quickly explain the supports. So use I highly recommend Karin because she has so many uses, and then AoE Resurrection as well, and she is actually pretty darn tanky too, with the item. So try to invest on her because her passive is that, you know, immune to any kind of instant death, the death mark for 5 turns. So that's great. And then some of the specific support, like for instance Yui, you would take it for the Dellen's Castle Rush, because it has a immune to silence and also a burn for 6 turn. And then who else? Victoria for the who is it? Eileen, because it has immune to electrifying, electrocute. And Karen for, you know, you used to use Karen for the stun, but you could use Zeke now instead, because he has the exact same thing, but he has higher damage, and then also his second skill is extremely useful. So, and I think those are kind of like some specific like supports that people use for certain ones, which is very unfortunate. They only kind of have one specific use, but it's one of the one kind of like absolutely needed if you want to do higher damages and things like that. Yeah, they did rework on Victoria, and I think she looks good. Also know that she has had pretty good costumes as well. She was actually used quite a lot, you know, since the beginning as well. Except, you know, arena and a lot of different things, but just specifically on Castle Rush and early Helmo Daily. So I think she has some costumes. So, but she looks just good in general anyway. So that's thing. All right. Jokers, I wouldn't say invest on Joker. I would rather invest on the Ijong instead, because he's tankier as well as he could remove buff relatively fast, and his passive grants him, you know, anytime when he does regular attack, it reduces a cooldown of your allies by 10 seconds. So it just helps, you know, way more. So I would rather get Ijong instead, and he's also a defense too. So after Evan and some of the other one, you can just go ahead and invest on him. So. Yeah, using Yuri in the early stage, even Korean one, when Ijong and a lot of these guys they used to use Yuri, but then they switched over because People like Ijung could do regular hit with a lot of speed attack and counter, and then we'll be able to reduce the cooldown and then use the skills pretty often. Wow, 53 people are watching. Well, thanks for watching my video live stream, and please subscribe and like if you guys haven't. What a lot of people do is they first focus on damage, because they want to be able to kill these guys, and then they focus on a lot of damage. But the game itself, as you go on higher and higher with adventure and tower, it kind of forces you to invest more on the tanks as well, because they will deal massive amount of damage. So people who focus on attack and damage early on kind of suffer later towards when they lack the tanks. So that's why I say, try to invest on one of each, so at least you'll have one for now. So the Ijung is the level 40 guy that you see kind of like floating around with a sword. I'm using him too because it reduces the cooldown and also can remove a buff as well. So he will be coming out I think kind of later. Maybe introduction of like 11 dash, I think. So since what is it, 9 dash just came out, and the global one, it'll take a while for him to come out. So you can see that since who is it? It takes really long for the arena. This one was really like close to be the whole 10-minute anyway, so yeah, that's why I'll most likely not gonna post any kind of like arena videos for Korean one, just because it takes so long, and if I do all 5, it'll be like literally at the worst time it could be 50-minute, which I don't want to do it. So yeah, I gotta fast forward it, but I just can't do that right now. So the reason why I don't do the other formation is because I could put one tank in the front, but then I will lack damage. Most of the time, also the enemy team will be tanky too a lot of times, and then your backline has to deal like a lot of damage, especially with like a rook, where they might give a shield and things like that. In order for me to go through those, I gotta just do a lot of damage. So that's why I put one main damage dealer, which is my Jave, on the back. to deal damage. Helenia is good. Yeah, Helenia is definitely good investment. Just because she has a taunt, which is really great, and she also takes less damage when she activates her shield. And that taunt becomes really useful in the tower and things like that. And also, we know from the fact that the Helenia Hevnia is most likely going to be next awakened hero. So, I am also looking forward to that. Using Chris as a healer is pretty good as long as it's not arena. Just because Chris is very squishy. Even at the max level, whatever, it's still squishy. To compensate for it, when he dies, he comes back alive. I know in global it's not, so he's pretty much not used much, but he comes back alive. But then there's a lot of buff removing, so he is just not used as often. Luvu after the buff became so strong. If you actually put him in a backline, he does massive amount of damage. So there's Nia, Kyle left. The one downside of Teo is that it doesn't do as much damage, so... No problem. Good night. Alicia is just extremely good. She's one of the top tier arena champion right now, but she's also very costly, so... Okay. Alright, so I'll be ending it very soon because I also gotta work and a school tomorrow as well, so try to end it early and then sleep. So now that's gonna... So you guys probably see how my team works, really. Basically, my Jave deals all the damage, and Karin, Lena, and everyone else just heals. Can you remove the immune after revives? Let me see. So my Jave did 63% this time. Oh wow, my Evan did quite a lot of damage. So... Alright, let me just go ahead. Most likely I'm gonna auto this. Just put Jave. Hopefully I should be able to auto it. Actually, I'll just go ahead and use a couple skills. Okay. For the 14-day reward for lording, no, it doesn't include former warlords. Former warlords are more difficult to get. So my Delness is level 32. Hopefully. Oh, you can also see that the skill change, which I really like. Also, people who just came in and haven't seen this one, this is a website for if you could try out the what is it? The Ruby summoning simulator. So you can try that one out. See if you guys get anything good. Since my luck kind of isn't really good. Although I have been getting pretty good stuff. Maybe because also I've been summoning more since I'm making a videos. So in this map, it's really good to take a Delens because so then that they'll have most of them will be silenced and they won't be able to use the skills because it's so annoying. Evan's kind of tanky with level 90, so I'll just go ahead and make the life into 1. I'll target the one with the highest defense if you guys don't know, so you can see that my Jave, even in the front line, still deals a lot of damage, so if you can't read, it should be pretty straightforward, but you just basically click, I think, the one on the middle, and then that just kind of summons it, and then you can see the ones in the bottom. But let me see. Alright, so let me just go ahead and fuse some of my guys, and hopefully it's right now is the higher chance. Okay, it's not. Maybe it's a little bit later. I think it's after 1. Oh well. Why not? I'll just go ahead and do it since I don't have as much time right now anyway. So 2, 4, let me just have one more. That'd be nice if I can. Ejong, he's really great tank as well as buff removing. I would invest on him if you don't have any other tank. After Evan, if you don't have any, I would invest on him because he's awesome. Yeah, he's awesome in Arena. He's awesome in Castle Rush. I also do use him sometimes in what is it called? The raid as well, just because reduces the cooldown, so my Shane can use her skill more often. Alright, let me just go ahead and fuse some like this. Please. Let's see, come on. Oh! I mean, Ling Ling's not bad in global, but in Korean one, I would rather have someone else at the moment, so I guess I'll just use her as my fodder. Alright, both Aaron. Let's see. Please. Please. Yui. Actually, Yui's not bad. I'll take Yui. Why not? Since I am trying to raise Yui for the Castle Rush anyway. I have 6-star form, 5-star, not bad. So, I'll take it, but not the best option. And I'll mix a couple of them, see if I... Four-star? Anyone? Oh my god. Okay. I could just think of it as a good fodder. Let me just see if I can get her into +5. No. Oh god. I really wasn't expecting it to be this bad. I guess the one good thing about Raccoon is that he's also one of the very few one that has taunt. But I would rather use Helenia than Raccoon then. So. I guess I did use all my luck. I got Alicia recently too anyway, so. Alright, last one. Let's see. Kai too. I got a bunch of beasts basically. So, oh well. I guess I'll think positively as another good fodder. And I mean, fusing is one of the weekly quests anyway this week. So, man, that's kind of disappointing, but oh well. Alright, I guess I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and then probably end my live stream today for here. Thanks for watching. And for some of the other ones, I will be making more videos in the future about them. So please wait for that. I'll have my team in front. So yeah, wow, I didn't know, but there's 57 people watching, so thanks for watching. But I know I'll be ending my live stream for today. It's been 2 hours, so my voice is kind of getting gone too. So thanks for watching. I will be back with more videos and live stream on next Saturday, so please make it to that if you guys can. And then until next time, see you guys. It was really a pleasure to meet you guys and answer questions as well. So until next time, I hope you guys have a good night and have fun playing SeVnnight. Thank you.